Ever felt that urge to, put on a brave face, even when maybe you're crumbling a bit inside? Today, we're really digging into that exact feeling. We've got some source material that argues doing that, well, it's often the opposite of what builds real connection, real strength.
Exactly. We're going to challenge pretty common assumption, I think. This idea that being seen as weak is something to avoid, always. But actually, the source suggests embracing what feels, frankly, uncomfortable. That can be the foundation for much, much deeper human experiences.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our deep dive today is all about the courage of vulnerability. We're pulling some really powerful ideas, some key excerpts from this material to, well, give you a shortcut to understanding why vulnerability isn't weakness at all. In fact, maybe it's a kind of superpower. Let's start right there, tackling that misconception head on. Vulnerability equals weakness.
Yeah. Such a common belief, isn't it? But what's fascinating is how the source just immediately counters this. It argues pretty convincingly, I think, that it's actually a profound display of strength, real strength. It takes guts,
Guts to be open.
Right, which kind of begs the question, if it's so powerful, why do so many of us almost instinctively hide how we feel? And the material really digs into this. It suggests it boils down mostly to, a primal fear. Fear of rejection, maybe fear of judgment.
That worry about how people will react if they see the real you.
Precisely, that deep-seated worry.
And here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. Truly transformative. The source emphasizes that genuine connection, that rock-solid kind. It doesn't happen when we're presenting some perfect, flawless version of ourselves. It actually sparks, it comes alive only when we let ourselves be seen, really seen. Flaws, quirks, scars, everything. It's about having the, frankly, incredible courage to say things like, I'm scared, or ouch, that hurt, or even just, I need help.
Yeah, simple phrases, but hard to say.
So hard, even when that little voice inside is screaming, don't say it, what will they think?
Right. And if we connect that to the bigger picture of relationships, the source material makes a really strong case that relationships deepen precisely when both people feel safe enough to share those fears, those insecurities.
Okay.
And it's not just nice idea. The source highlights how this willingness to open up, it acts as a catalyst. It builds this psychological safety.
Okay. Psychological safety.
Yeah, and that safety allows real intimacy to actually grow, even though taking that first step feels, incredibly difficult sometimes.
So that's the benefit of opening up. What about the flip side? What's the cost of not doing it, of keeping that guard out?
Oh, the source doesn't really pull any punches there. It's pretty clear. Constantly pretending you're strong, always having that armor on. It doesn't actually protect you in the way you think. It just builds walls, invisible walls between you and other people.
Walls, okay, and those walls?
They don't just defend, they actively block the very things we often crave most, right? Empathy, understanding, a genuine love.
Wow, so it's a paradox.
It really is. You try to protect yourself, but you end up kind of isolating yourself from the connection and support you actually need. Which brings up a really important point the source makes. When we do brave that, when we push past that internal resistance, what does vulnerability actually invite into our lives?
What does it invite?
Compassion. According to the source, it welcomes in compassion, a profound understanding, and love that goes both ways, reciprocal love.
And there's this final point that's really landed with me. The idea that when you show your true self, it's not just about you. It creates this ripple effect. It's almost like you're giving other people permission, silently, to be authentic too.
That's a great way to put it, a silent permission slip.
Yeah, it's this unspoken invitation. And that, the source argues, makes vulnerability the absolute bedrock, the foundation for connections that are not just authentic, but actually last. Real, resonant connections. So, okay, what does all this mean for you, listening right now?
Well, we've sort of journeyed through how vulnerability, which we often think of as, a weak spot, it's actually this powerful channel for real human connection. The source material makes it incredibly clear. It's not weakness, far from it. It's an act of significant courage. And it fundamentally changes how we relate, both to ourselves and to others.
Absolutely. What really stands out, I think, is that transformative power. Just allowing yourself to be seen, truly seen, flaws and everything, and how that act of courage, it doesn't just help you build deeper bonds, it actually creates this space, a space of permission, of empathy for everyone around you.
It's a fundamental shift, really.
It is a shift in how we approach our most important interactions.
Which I think brings us to a really crucial question for you, the listener, to maybe sit with. In what part of your life, or maybe think about a specific relationship, where might showing your true self, even with those fears or needs you haven't voiced, where might that unlock something deeper, a more authentic connection than maybe you have right now?
Yeah, think about that. That courage, the courage just to say, I'm scared, or maybe I need some help here.
Yeah.
That might just be the key, the very key to unlocking the empathy, the understanding, maybe even the love that you're truly looking for. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the profound strength of vulnerability.